Hold please. Okay, I'm just gonna check in there we are live, and let me hit, now I lost all of you guys, but I can find you. Hold please. Where'd you go?
I love seeing so many of you on here today, and I'm super excited about doing this with us as a group to get our year started off in a great way, right?
Yeah. Okay, we are recording. Okay, well, welcome everybody. Today is Tuesday, January 5th, and we are here to learn more about doing a mock, this is a mock, but we're learning about doing a real Zoom nail bar, because in today's times, of course, it's challenging to get people together, and probably not recommended to get together with people. So we've had a lot of questions from our stylists about how to do a Zoom party. So we're going to get a fabulous demonstration today in regards to that. But I want to start with a few fun facts before I introduce our Color Street stylist for the day. And that is some facts about doing nail bars. So when you're putting together a nail bar, there's some things that you want to know and things that you want to consider as you're formulating and putting your demonstration together. Number one is that what you need to know is that only 15%, when you're talking and just listening, you'll only retain about 15% of what you hear. And this is important to know, because it's kind of like speaking to our husbands and children, right? They only hear 15% of what you're saying, right? But when you show something, 85% of your audience will hear what you're saying. So in other words, 85% of the American population, actually the world population, are visual learners. Why is that important to know? Because when we're doing a demonstration, when we're speaking to an audience, when we're trying to inspire them into taking some sort of an action, we need to think about how we're going to do that visually. So let's break it down. We sell three things at Nail Bars. Number one, we sell product. Number two, we sell bookings. And number three, we sell the business opportunity. So let's break that down. When we're talking about selling, number one, the product, how do you visually sell the product? We're going to see how Patty does that, but definitely our product line is amazing, and there is power in applying the nail polish to somebody's fingers. So that's a really great visual way to get people to want what you're selling. Number two, when it comes to selling bookings, how will you visually sell bookings? So there are ways that you can make that story, make it more appealing in both a visual sense and in the verbal sense. So when you're talking about it, if you're only talking about it, just remember they're only 15% of your audience will hear anything that you're saying about it. So think about how will you visually sell bookings? And again, Patty's going to show us how to do that. And then the third thing is the business opportunity. How do you visually sell the business opportunity? Guess what? You are your number one visual. So when we're looking at Patty as she's doing this party, you can tell she looks professional. So she's put together, she's friendly, she's approachable, and you will also see that she is not perfect. And that's really important, because other people need to watch a stylist and say, you know what, I could do that. I could picture myself doing that. And in fact, sometimes we want them to say, I could do way better than she could, right? That's not a bad thing. So as you're watching this demonstration, I want you to be really thinking about what you're seeing her say or hearing her say, what you're seeing her do. And also remember that she'll be planting booking and sponsoring seeds throughout her demonstration. A booking seed is simply a subliminal message that makes somebody go, maybe I should host a party. It's without saying book a party with me. It's just a subliminal, very soft sell way of saying it. So anytime that you hear Patty say something that makes you go, maybe I should host a party, write that down. That's a booking seed. And we should be planting at least 5 booking seeds throughout our party demo. The other thing is sponsoring seeds. Again, these are subliminal messages that make the people in the party go, maybe I should think about doing this, without saying, join my team, you should be a stylist. That's not what we want to do. Nobody wants to be pounced on like, a wild animal to say, join my team, you can do this. So there's soft sell ways or subliminal messages that you will hear Patty say. So again, as you hear those things, write them down. There should be at least 5 sponsoring seeds throughout the party demo. Now, is Patty going to get that perfectly right? Probably not. It's very rare that any of us do, but that's the goal to shoot for. 5 booking seats, 5 sponsoring seats throughout your party demo. So with no further ado, I want to introduce Patty Brownell. So I'll be your hostess, right?
Yeah, you betcha.
Right. So I want to introduce my friend Patty, who sells Color Straight. And I'm telling you, like when she sent me this product and nailed me with it, because she calls that nailing people, I was blown away. And I wanted all of you, my friends, to see more and learn more about this amazing product, because it's going to save you time and save you money, and hallelujah. So Patty, go ahead.
Thank you, Shonda. I'm super excited to be here with you and your 20 closest friends from across the country. That is the beauty of doing a Zoom party, is we actually get to see one another. And I love, 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 like this big heart-shaped love, getting to see your lovely faces. Instead of you just seeing mine on a Facebook party, this is where we get to, interact. And am I echoey, Alicia? Is it echoey to you, Shonda?
Not too bad.
Okay, so I am going to do a little bit of sidebar for you guys all, because you are stylists on this party as well. So first of all, I'm going back to when I started Color Straight 3 years ago. I did not do Facebook Lives. I didn't do a lot of the things I do now very comfortably, but here's one tip that I got at my very first leader retreat 3 years ago. In January, literally 3 years ago, Sean and I were at our very first leader retreat with Color Straight. And this was one of the best tips I got. I'm going to show you. I was like, how do I not hold my phone and do a Facebook party, do anything online without, because I didn't even have I didn't have a stand for my phone. I didn't have anything. And then this leader, this fabulous lady said, oh, I just rubber band my phone to a wine bottle. And I'm like, I have all that at home. I have a rubber band. And so I wanted to share this with you guys who are not experts at doing Facebook parties. You may not have a wine bottle, but I'm sure you got something that you could rubber band your phone to. And so I also didn't have a laptop that I could use for my live videos, which I do now. My laptop does record for me and does let me do them through Facebook. But that was one of the first tips I had. Yes.
Okay, can I put a timeout there? Y'all, what did she just sell us on?
Wine.
Well, besides that, that's a hard sell. No,
that she's not perfect.
Pardon?
That she's not perfect.
Okay, that too.
And there's alternative ways to do things that, you didn't have to have a phone stand. You didn't have to have something special. You could make do with what you had.
So all of a sudden I'm thinking, gosh, maybe I could do what she does, right? Because I don't have to have a special tool. I've got wine bottles.
Right. Yeah.
So do wine. I can't wait to. I have a stand too, but I like the wine bottle better.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. I just wanted to point that out. So write that down. That is a sponsoring seed right there.
Thank you for that, Shonda. And I think that that's what's important to me, you guys, is that everybody on here, I have no idea of your expertise on doing live videos, but I know it's a big fear of a lot of women in business like this. So I don't have a fear of public speaking. I don't have a fear of going in front of people. As a matter of fact, I prefer to go in front of people in a home party or in a live, in person get together. But going on Facebook or on a Zoom party, it's a fear for a lot of people, which is probably why a lot of you came on without your face on the screen. But this is a benefit of a Zoom party, is you get to actually see your guests. And you get to build a rapport with them. So anyway, I wanted to show you, I thought, because this brings me way back to when I was brand new, literally. So that's kind of fun. And then I also picked up just this tiny little thing for my phone as a light. Now, yeah, see, a lot of people have just this tiny little, you don't need a huge amount of equipment to do this business. It's super, super portable and also very inexpensive. So often when I do my parties though, then this is actually too bright. Like I'm showing it and then I show my, and then I'm like, oh, but the glare. So I'm always I'm literally constantly trying to figure this out. And I want you to be aware of that too, okay? So just because I offered to do a Zoom training for you guys doesn't mean I got this thing all figured out. I often get feedback from my guests, just like when Alicia said, I'm kind of echoey. I'm like, oh, what is she trying to tell me? I need to pay attention to that. So anyway, truly, you are completely duplicatable, and that's a good thing, okay, when you're doing this. And if you're doing your very first Facebook Zoom party, what I did for my very first one was I invited my dearest, closest friends and customers that would be really kind to me, as I did a guinea pig party basically to try it out first for people that weren't just strangers to me. So that's one of the things I recommend, is doing a party first with people in your life that know you, love you, will maybe give you a hard time about something you say wrong, but it doesn't matter, because they're just your friends, family, or your good customers that already know you and trust you and want to do business with you anyway, right? So that's another part. The other really important thing is to make this party as interactive as you can, because I see 20 of you on my screen. I would love to have this be as interactive of a party as possible. Chances are when you do a Zoom party for your Color Street nail bars, you may not have 20 people on. If you do, hooray. But you do want to really watch people's time. You don't want to be going on for 2 hours at a Zoom party, unless you already have said, this is our happy hour Zoom party, girlfriend get together, on a Friday night, and it's going to be from 8 to 10 at night or something like that. So you want to kind of let them know this is going to be about a half an hour, 45 minutes, depending on how long you want to take for it, but honor people's time when you do it. And then, and again, making it as interactive as possible. So what I would do when I start my party is, of course, Shonda just introduced me as her stylist. Now I would want to know how, Jennifer Anderson, how do you know Shonda?
She is a girlfriend of mine from church.
Right.
Sounds
Good.
Amen.
That's fantastic. Bobby Cross, you and I haven't met before. How do you know Shonda?
We used to be neighbors.
Oh, well, you're lucky.
They
You
kicked me out of the neighborhood.
Is that a truth or a lie? No, just kidding.
Two truths and a lie. So again, I make it as interactive as possible. And because you have the guest name on the Zoom, you can ask them, Patrina, have you met Shonda in person? Because I don't think you have, but Patrina can make up something like, I know Shonda because of, we met on the street corner. This is something that we've always done for home parties is, tell me how you know the hostess. Tell me one nice thing about her. Tell me something I don't know about her. Again, interacting, making your hostess feel really special. Okay. So that's something you can do on a Zoom party that you can't do on a Facebook party, if you decide that you want to get that interaction going and build a relationship. Yeah, Shonda.
Okay, what did she just sell us on? What did she make us want to do?
Have relationships.
She made me, the hostess, feel special, right? And you all of my friends saw that happen. Now that's not going to speak to every person in this audience, but there might be 1 or 2 people in the audience that are going like, gosh, I never get appreciated. Right?
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah, so that was a booking seed. So see, I want to point these out as we're going so you catch on to what these are. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Shonda. Awesome. Okay. So I may ask the guests at the party, show me what you're wearing. Are you naked, or you got anything on your nails? Because obviously this is a nail bar. So you may want interaction because of what nail polish they're wearing. If they're familiar with Color Street, already customers, hopefully they've got some polish on. If not, we want to get them from naked to dressed up. And then I have a funny thing, because I think about this often. As I was getting dressed today, I thought, I don't even have to be wearing pants, right? So not only do we talk about being professional, but I thought about this. I'm like, what are you wearing? What are you wearing on your top? But also, are you even wearing bottoms? Like, you don't have to be. But then watch out if you have to go get something behind you and you're not wearing anything on bottom. And so this is another part of my sense of humor that I bring out all the time in my life and in my thoughts, and it just sort of comes out. But I thought about that, like, are you wearing pants? Because actually on a Zoom party, you don't have to.
And
We do
again,
recommend that you put a top on.
so again, sponsoring seed and a booking seeds. She was a twofer right there. She doesn't even know she's doing these things, right? But she's got so much practice in it that she does it very, very naturally. So
Right.
in the beginning, and when you first start doing these, you may have to write them down and follow a little bit of a script. But after doing it many, many times, these little jokes and quips will come very, very naturally. We want it to be your thing and show your personality. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. So it just kind of cracked me up because as I'm working from home, as most of you probably are, I literally was like, okay, I'm going to put on today for you guys, I'm putting on jewelry. I'm putting on lipstick and makeup. I did my hair. I have a shirt on and a bra, which is it's optional, right? But literally, you know, we think about these parties.
Another reason you want to book a party, you don't have to wear pants or a bra.
Right.
I mean, like literally. And so I think it's fun. And then I also think if you make your party a theme party, it is so much fun because you can have a funny hat. It can be, you know, wear your whatever a holiday party could have certainly been an ugly sweater party or whatever, but you could put your slippers on or your funny socks or, you know, whatever it is at home that you want to make people be comfortable in. Coming into Valentine's Day, this would be a perfect opportunity to have a, you know, everybody wear pink or red or something with hearts on. Not to go this in the gutter, but I always joke about wearing a heart on, you know, like your heart, you know, wearing hearts. I have that kind of sense of humor at times. So you either do or you don't. But you know, I can joke about things like that, and it makes people laugh, and that's kind of attracting, maybe turning off some people. But that's my sense of humor. So anyway, just making it fun, having a good time. Always thinking about how do I make everybody in this party want to be around me more. And right now, virtually, you can be around as many people as you want to, right? Okay, so those are just a couple of my little tips for beginners that aren't really familiar with doing something on social media on live. So again, get a couple of your girlfriends together to do a party because you have an outline. So Shonda has been great in our Live Out Loud team page. We have lots of outlines for parties. So this one is actually taken from a Facebook party outline that she put in there, I don't know, 2 years ago from Natalie Gooseman. Okay, this has been my script that I use for my parties. Okay, and any Facebook party I'm doing, and I do a lot of stuff in my VIP group, but Facebook parties, and then of course a Zoom party. You want it to be a natural thing where you're talking, you're not reading from a script. So maybe an outline, a couple things, but do have a script because number one, it also makes sure you're giving the information you want to your guests, but you don't ramble and then you don't forget things. And how duplicatable am I that I have a script? So another sponsoring seed, right? Okay, so it makes my job look a lot easier when I'm like, oh, I actually have a little outline here to tell you guys about that. So when your party gets started, again, make people feel comfortable, have a good time. Interaction is key to me personally. An interactive party is way more fun than me just listening to someone ramble on about what they want to talk about. Do you guys agree? Okay, does anyone have a question so far? You can unmute and come on and ask a question if you like. And I'm so glad to see so many of you here today. Yay. Nobody?
Hey, Patty.
Yes.
I think I tried to print one of those scripts from one of the groups and it wouldn't print. Like it wasn't the right format or something. Do you know if you could put that in again?
That was the party cards that you're talking about, probably. The script.
Oh, maybe that was, Shonda.
Yeah,
It might
that was
have
the
been.
party cards.
Okay. So is that in a printable format then, that outline that Patty has?
Yes.
Are you gonna put that back in the group, or is that under files?
It's under files.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, great.
And it's
Okay.
about 2 years ago, so you probably have to go back in the files a bit.
Okay, and who, what, is that just the name of it that you put it under? The title was just the
What's the
book?
title?
Facebook party outline.
Okay.
Facebook party
All right.
outline. It's pretty
All
quick.
right, thank you.
All right, well, you guys, I'm so excited to be your stylist today. And Shonda, thank you so much for inviting me to do this party with you guys. I absolutely love Color Street. It has changed my life, not only for how I get to paint my nails with dry polish, but also because just over 3 years ago, I found this company as a ground floor opportunity, and I decided it was time for me to try something new. So I love the simplicity of it. I love how it's changing women's lives as far as how we get a beautiful manicure in minutes, and also a fantastic business opportunity for myself. As a veteran in direct sales for 25 years, I was looking for something new, and this opportunity was presented to me, and I'm so grateful for it. So I'm from North Dakota originally. I've been in Washington most of my life, and now I'm traveling. And this business has allowed me to travel for almost the last 2 years, literally, because it's portable, it's flexible, and it's fun, and it's virtual, and it's online. So I would love for each and every one of you to become a member of my private VIP group. I love my VIPs so much because they literally have helped me stay in business through a divorce and challenging times in my life. But my VIPs who love me and love Color Street have, continued to get their polish through me. So I'm so grateful to all my VIPs. So if you're not already a member, I would love for you to be. There's another tip, you guys, get your guests at your parties to want to be a member of your VIP. And then through your Facebook post, you would be inviting them to join your VIP group, right? I'm guessing you all do that, but maybe some of you are so new, you're like, I don't even have a VIP group. To give you an insider scoop, you guys, it took me 1 year to start a VIP group. Now, how dumb is that? Don't be like Patty. Don't be like Patty. Get your VIP group going as soon as you can. And now I have over 300 people and a lot of activity in mine, so I'm grateful. But anyway, at the beginning of your party, you do want to introduce yourself, tell them something fun about yourself, something light and fun, something that makes them want to know you a little bit more too, right? So again, this is a party, so I would always be like looking for interaction from you guys, but I know we're also doing a lot of training on here, and I don't want to.
Question.
Yes, Amber.
Okay. How do you get more interaction in your VIP group? Because I seem to have problems getting interaction. Like I post stuff and I know people are looking at it, but they're just not responding.
So that would be another training, Amber.
Yeah, totally different training, Amber, because that's a different skill set completely. So I'm glad you asked that, because that is actually coming up I think next week.
Good question though. Super good question. Yeah. One quick answer, Amber, is to add new people to it every week. Get new people in.
I just started in August, so I'm still pretty new. So
yeah, that's going to be a key part to it.
And that's why parties are so important. That's why nail bars are so important, because you can keep adding new people. So sorry, Patty, go ahead.
No, that's all good. So again, ladies, at the beginning of a nail bar like this with Shonda as a hostess, me as her stylist, I would be asking you all how you know her. So that's another part of this, okay? Interacting with the hostess. She's a very important person to you during your nail bar. Obviously, you want to lift her up. You want to make her be princess of the day. Here's Shonda on my princess pedestal, right? Okay, my hostess is very important. So you want to make sure that comes across in your video time on a Zoom, and also on a Facebook party. If you're doing a Facebook party without a Zoom, you want to make sure that hostess feels really special. Okay, so you guys are very familiar with Color Street, I know, so I'm going to do this part really quick. You know that if there was guests on your party that are not familiar with Color Street, you definitely want them to learn a little bit about this. So first of all, what is Color Street? Well, it is dry nail polish, and it comes in a package like this, and it is made in America, which I love that part. It's 100% dry nail polish, but it's 95% dry, 5% still tacky, so it'll actually stick to your fingernail when you apply it. It has the base coat that has the tackiness, and then it has the color and the glitter, the nail art, all that, and the top coat all in this tiny little strip. So normally I would open a package and show y'all, but you guys know what this looks like, so I'm not. But normally I would do that. Okay, then I would show the 16 different strips that you get. So you'd want them to see what they get in a package. And then that they're different sizes, so they are designed to fit 99% of women's hands. You don't need any tools to apply them. I'm going to show you how easy it is to apply. I'm just going to show you an accent nail. You all get it. But here's the thing, I have this magical little koozie, which is what really literally changed my life. And maybe you guys don't know this, but Shonda actually sponsored me, so that was kind of fun. But when she applied the magic koozie to my nail, I was like, holy smokes, we're onto something here, right? So that is the magical part. So anytime you can get your guests to already have had a chance to try the polish on, your hostess has some samples and she gets to give them out to her friends. Maybe you mail them out to some people, but then you get them to apply them together. So applying them on a Zoom party can also be really fun because, again, you can't do that on a Facebook party, right? And I can't open my little package. That's pretty funny. Oh my gosh, really, seriously. Okay, am I duplicatable or what? I'm gonna go get scissors because I really can't. Here we go.
So the Tuesday is another sales tool. So again, we're talking about visually selling the product. So actually sending it to the participants ahead of time. If you have a list of names and addresses, that's the advantage of getting that list.
Right. So when you guys open a package and then you show them, you know, the emery board that comes with it, and you show them the alcohol prep pad, because that's an important step. You want to show them how to apply. So, and again, you guys are the experts here. Y'all have had, oh, look, I even wore my name tag for you. Not that I've anywhere I get to wear a name tag to anymore, but I thought I'm going to put that on for you people today. Can you read it? It says Patty Brownell in Color Street, Patty Brownell, stylist. I am always a stylist. So look at this pretty little accent nail. I have Bordeaux Glitz on. You guys know, well, you probably guessed that I like red wine now. I don't know. And Bordeaux Glitz is my color choice of the day, or of the week, I should say. So again, I would show on my screen the best that I can. And you do not have to be an expert at this, you guys, but we want to make sure they know to take the plastic off the top. Some people literally try to apply it with the plastic on, and that doesn't work, right? So make sure they know, take that plastic top off. And then you peel the silver tab off the back. You guys really want to go step by step. And then I'm a smeller, so I'm like, smell it. It smells like nail polish, but you can't smell
the same thing.
You're on my computer. You can't smell this, but yep, it's nail polish, I promise. And then I'm going to apply. So I'm going to try to do this the best that I can, you know, get that in front of the screen. And if you're watching yourself, you can kind of go, where's my finger? Do they even see my finger? Right? You guys know what I'm talking about, and you'll get better as you do it, right? So then you're applying and you're like, look at how easy that is, you guys. It just goes right on my nail. I can go right over my other nail because I didn't even take off my polish to apply this, but now I'm gonna have this beautiful accent on my non-wedding ring finger. Anyway, so then at the end, you're gonna just use your thumbnail to break that off at the top, right? And you guys, this is the magical part. And then people are like, oh, are you kidding? That's it. That's it. Now I have this beautiful nuclear fusion over my Bordeaux Glitz, and voila. Can you see that? And then if I decide I want to use the other end for my other hand, you know, that's the part I can continue on. So you give a little example. You don't want to apply a full set. You don't, who has time for that? We don't have time for that. Anyway, so did you love that? Isn't that magic?
Yes.
Has anyone here not seen that applied before?
Love that.
Everyone here.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so you've applied. You show them no tools, no heat, no. Well, I say no tools, even though I had to get the damn scissors out. So there's that. But anyway, I could have used my fingers and ripped it off, but I didn't. Anyway, so you show them how to apply that, and if you haven't seen it before, you know that is the magical part where we get them hooked, right? And then they're going to want their own. So that's what's fun. It will stay on for 7 to 14 days. And depending on how busy you are with your hands, some women can give and go up to 3 weeks, right? But some women are like, I got to change it every 4 days because I just want something new on all the time. And that's when you need to host a party or become a stylist to support your habit.
Booking seed.
You can host a party and earn free ones, and I'll tell you how to do that, but you can also be a stylist like I am, because I definitely get a stash of Color Street that I get to choose from. That makes it very fun. Okay, so let's see, what else can I tell you about this? Oh, the nails are also designed for one-time use. So you get this full package, right? And you get 16 strips in there, 32 ends. Once you apply them, you know what, throw the rest away. Women try to save them because we like to be thrifty, and I totally get that, but they will not apply as well the next time you try to apply them. you might get a good application, but you might not. So we really recommend one-time use, one and done, put them on, throw them away. Or, there's my alarm. So you also can make sure your guests know that if they have a little person at home, they can do a manicure with their little person. So moms and daughters, moms and grandmas, whoever. But also do a mani and a pedi at the same time. I can do my toes and my fingers with one set. So when I'm ready to change up my toes, then I just get my polish off, which, oh, by the way, you can use regular acetone nail polish remover, or you can get Mineral Fusion from online if you really want something that's really, really good for your nails. But I use acetone polish remover, and then I just wash my hands as soon as it's off. As soon as my polish is off, just wash your hands real good. So it comes off with regular nail polish. Isn't that cool?
Yes,
Isn't that cool? Right?
absolutely.
To go to the salon to get your nails done anymore, ever again, unless you just want to treat yourself to the pedicure chair, which sometimes I do that. Okay, they're a real polish. So again, once you open it and expose it to the air, it's going to start drying out. So you want to get them on your nails within about an hour after you open the package. Okay, so apply them within the hour and then toss the rest aside. Doesn't matter. You don't need to save that stuff. You can get more. I promise. I will be in business forever. So you can get more from me anytime. Okay. All right. And then what else can I tell you? Okay. Oh, and shopping specials. So for those of you that can't wait to shop on Shonda's party, I will post the shopping link in her party, and we're doing the Facebook party as well. So a shopping link for those of you that like to do albums, you can create an album with what is currently available on your website also. And again, there's different ways that people like to do that part. I prefer to let my customers go to my website and shop and give them the link, and also make sure they know that it's always buy 3. And guess what? When you buy 3, you're going to get a 4th one for free. Your choice, whatever you want. Buy 3, get 1 free. And then I do a very special for my guests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you buy 9, guess what? You're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 for free. That's the buy 3, get 1 free deal 3 times. And then I send you a 4th set completely for free from my stock, because that is my gift to you for buying what we call a baker's dozen. So look at all that. Would you decide you had some nails at home if you had that many strips? Isn't that fun? They make wonderful gifts. So stocking up is a really good thing. And shipping is always only $3. So you want to stock up and get lots for your $3 shipment, right? It's a really
Can we take a timeout?
Yes.
So you all see how she made that very visual there, right? What did that make you want? Like, as you
That
wanted
was
all,
awesome.
right?
I wanted all the nails.
Yeah,
So now you're not thinking about buying 1 set or a buy 3, get 1. Now you're considering, ooh, maybe I should get a baker's dozen. So that's a really great visual that you can use during your party. Her whole screen was filled with nail sets. So I just wanted to point that out. Okay, keep going.
Okay, awesome. So
Yeah, it does look
we'll
pretty
also go into a little bit of like,
Can the people that aren't talking, can they mute themselves?
I got it. Go
yeah,
ahead.
we have some background noise. So we do have nail art. We have beautiful nail art. We have solids for ladies that just want a solid color. We have beautiful solids. If you want something bold and solid, here's something fun called Greeking Out. Okay, but then there's glitters. We have glitters galore. I personally love glitters. And here is Tokyo Lights. It's been one of our top sellers since Color Street opened their doors, Tokyo Lights. But guess what? Here's Bordeaux Glitz. This is actually the one I'm wearing. So I usually do try to show them the one I'm wearing, you guys, so that they know. So this is what Bordeaux Glitz looks like in the package, which again, lighting is always kind of an issue for me, but I try to move it around a lot. Bordeaux Glitz in the package, Bordeaux Glitz on my nails, okay? One of my very favorite glitters, though, that is so gorgeous, and I've loved this for a long time, is called Fort Worth It. And if you could just get the dancing glitter in there, it's so amazing. It's so amazing. Like, it's a party every day on your nails. I love that. And who doesn't need a party on their nails every day, right? How about something with some snakeskin? This is called Hiss hiss and makeup. And I know actually Cheryl Phillips was the first one that showed this on her nails. And I was like, oh my God, I'm in love with that. It's so pretty. It has glitter in that snakeskin, and holy smokes, it's so beautiful on women's nails. So, and then the one I just showed an accent for is this one, the Nuclear Fusion. So I do like to show some of the different sets so that they get an idea of what they look like. I mean, sort of in person on screen, right? We also have, we do have some glitter dipped nail polish strips. So this is less bitter, more glitter dip. That's kind of fun. You can put that over a salt. Of course, there's a call message coming in. You put that over a solid, or you put it over your natural nails. So I like to give ladies options. I usually show French tips. And then I'm going to tell you about the foundation strips, because like today's Tuesday training was all about our foundation strip. And we have the, oh my gosh, we've had autism awareness. This one is Never Forgotten. We've had, of course, breast cancer awareness. So we have breast cancer strips. These are all where we donate $2 per package for every purchase that you make. And Color Street has donated literally millions of dollars to different charities and fundraising. So also, if you'd like to do a fundraiser party, which we just learned about this morning, guys, if you didn't watch Tuesday training, go back and watch it. But anyone that wants to book a party with me can also do it as a fundraiser party. So we could talk about that if you'd like to book a party to raise money for an organization that's near and dear to your heart. And then right now it is epilepsy awareness. So that is available right now on my website. If anyone has that as a cause that's near and dear to your heart, you can support that by buying some epilepsy awareness nail strips, which I don't have any to show you, but you guys get it. And then I also always mention our pedicure line, because some women just want to do toes, our toesies. So pedicures, gosh, I love our pedicures. And then how about ladies with small nail beds or our kiddos? We've got a petite collection also. So I do show some of the varieties usually. Just getting all the ideas out there, because they need to know what we have available, right? And that's kind of what I show as a visual. Like you said though, Shonda, it is important to show multiples. Buy 3, get 1 free. We want them doing that like multiple times, right? Because your party sales will definitely be smaller if they go in and order 1 or 2, but if they only order buy 3, get 1 free, you're still limiting yourself to, you know, a $33 to $39 order. So let's, you know, increase, give them an idea, plant that seed that they want more, because again, they make wonderful gifts. And then you're stocked up for a while. You're not going to run out in the near future. So those are our specials. I do have a special bonus for anyone that places an order with me tonight. You will go into a very special drawing for the free set of nails. So I usually am running a participation kind of drawing as well throughout my parties. So I would be saying, and if you know, tell a friend and a friend joins you in the party, and those kind of things, is that I would, oh, Alicia, yeah, you know what, I talk about kiddos, I do. So if it's against policy, then there you go. But thank you for asking. I do talk about kiddos because a lot of my friends like to do their manicures with their daughters or their granddaughters. So not a 2-year-old perhaps, but a young girl, you know, is who I typically see getting their nails done with Color Street. So yeah, if that's not your thing, then don't do that. Don't talk about kids.
Yeah, it is against PMP. We're not supposed to talk about kids, but you know, you can certainly talk about one of your customers or hostesses that applies to their child. You know, we're just not supposed to be marketing to children. So that's all.
Yes, thank you. And there again, see how duplicatable I am? Anyone can do my job. And thank you for, but thank you for bringing that up, because I don't want to be misrepresenting what you guys should or shouldn't say either. So that's great. Thank you for that. Okay, so if anyone has a huge list of what you want based on what you've seen, you know, the catalog has so many options. So definitely the Baker's Dozen would be a great choice for you. However, if you were a hostess like what Shonda's doing right now, get a few friends together online, get some online orders. Maybe your friends would want to come over and get together if you have neighbors that wouldn't mind coming over for a COVID party. You know, you can do something like that as well for those that are willing to. But in the meantime, as a hostess today, let me give you an example what Shonda can get. As a hostess today with an average, just a $300 party, look at this. This is the stash that Shonda can get from me for hosting her party today with you. That's average, but we know Shonda's pretty much above average in almost everything she does. So chances are good she's going to go on a bigger shopping spree than even this. So if you decide tonight you want to book a party off from Shonda's party, she also gets another 2 additional sets. So she gets all these for having the party on average, but then for every person that books a party off hers, once you hold your show, she's going to get an additional 2 more sets of nail polish strips from your party when you hold your show. So let's all make Shonda the happiest hostess ever this year and book your parties off her party.
So how many of you are booking a party? Because like I want those extra 2 sets for, okay, Amanda and who else? Okay, yes. Okay. So that was what she just did there. It's called Stack the Hostess. And it's visually showing like how many sets a hostess can earn, you know, just for based on an average party. It could be your part. I always talk about a $500 average party because that's where I want my hostess to get. So that's what I base my Stack the Hostess. It doesn't need to be exact, just make it visual. So thank you, Patty.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, guys, so we've talked a little bit about what you get as a customer, also what you can get if you decide to host a party off from Shonda's, which is really fun and easy. And, you know, with social media being what it is, you can easily invite your guests, and I help you. I try to do all the work for you as a hostess. So those are 2 great ideas. However, I know some of you are curious about how this business works. So what I would love to do is give you about 2 minutes to ask me any question you want to know about being a stylist, about what my journey as a Color Street stylist has been, what our income opportunity might be. Maybe we earn incentive trips. Maybe you want to know how much the kit costs, anything like that. Who wants to ask me a question? Because you're going to go into a fun drawing tonight for a free set of nail strips if you ask me a question right now. So who's first? Amber. Unmute, Amber. Go ahead.
How many parties a month do you have?
50. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
So, you know what, Amber, I think probably honestly, the average stylist on our team probably is hosting only 1 or 2 nail bars a week. But if you consider 4 to 8 parties a month and the extra $400 to $800 a month, a stylist can be earning by, you know, depending on how much they're selling. That's one of the tricks about this business is it is completely up to each stylist, how much money they want to make and how much they want to work. Does that answer your question? Okay, awesome. Who's next?
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
So how much as a stylist do you carry in your own stash versus promoting people to buy through a party link?
You know what, Mary Kay, I'm really glad you asked that because I have had a really big inventory in the past when I was doing more in-person parties. As a stylist now, I have a very, very small inventory. Literally, perhaps I'm looking at maybe 30 sets altogether right now because I'm not seeing as many people in person. I sell mostly through my VIP group in person right now, unless I'm meeting more women one-on-one because I'm just not doing in-home parties. So driving my customers now are going to my website to shop more because I don't need to carry a huge inventory at this time. And that's actually the beautiful thing. In our starter kit, you get like 13 sets of polish strips. Did you guys see our picture of our starter kit? Let me show you. It's in this little catalog right here. Which I love this because, oh wait, if I can open it, right? Here, this little picture right here is a picture of our starter kit. So that's everything a new stylist gets for 129 bucks. And you get 13 sets of nail polish strips. So you could actually use those as your gifts for your friends and family that'll be hosting your first nail bars for you. And you could also sell them, which would pay yourself back part of your kit cost anyway. But a starter kit is a really, really great it's a great tool to get your business started. And then most of our business right now is online. It's all virtual. So one more question. Who has one more question for me?
How much time commitment is it?
You know what, Amanda, I'm so glad you asked that. It is completely up to each stylist how much that time and again, energy you want to put into this business. Most stylists are probably super part-time because they are doing this as their side hustle or a part-time job. And so instead of working 10 hours a week at a job where they're telling you when you got to show up, you could put 10 hours a week into this business and really turn in some amazing income. So it's really up to each and every stylist. I know from my schedule personally, it's been completely up and down as my lifestyle changes. And when I have more energy to put into it and I do more business, I definitely get more results. But I think that's one of the things that really attracts people to a business like this is they can fit it in amongst all the other priorities and life and, your family, your career. Some of us do make this a career shift and can do this instead of another job or another career factor. But I think a lot of women, especially, when I started this industry, it was literally because I figured out a way to get paid to party, which is what I still do. I love to get paid to party, but also how to be home with my kids. My kids were 1 and 3 when I took them out of daycare and quit my job and started getting paid to party with another direct sales company a long time ago. But I see women today doing this where they can work from home and generate income for their family without having to leave their kids at all. As I see Alicia over there with her baby on her chest. She just had a new baby a couple of months ago. So I love that. I love that for women that want to stay home with their families. It's fantastic. I also love it for old women like me that still want to not have a full-time job. Anyway, so ladies, I really wanted you to see that it's not difficult to get guests to perhaps ask you questions about your business. That is another game that I used to play, like a little ticket game, an interactive question and answer game. You could call it the nosy question game, or you can call it whatever, but basically just an open invitation for your guests to ask you a couple questions about your business, because who knows who's wondering, could I do what you do? Or so you cover the cost of the starter kit. You want to talk about the business. We can talk about, you launch your business virtually. It's not hard to do. We teach you and train you on all the things you need to know. So that's another part of the sponsoring part of making it fun and interactive. So I'm just not giving a spiel, so to speak, but answering their questions. And then also seeing who is interested. Like, maybe I'd want to talk to Amanda or Amber or, one of the gals that asked me a question during that game. And I'm going to kind of key in on those ladies that did ask. Just maybe to follow up and go, hey, I know you asked me a great question about the business. Is this something you've ever thought about doing before? And ask, because you never know what you're going to get, right? Okay. So what else, you guys? Oh, you could talk about someone hosting a stripping session. You can call your nail bars whatever you want them to be. I know Shonda has used sips and strips a lot. We love to get that stripping word in there just because it's kind of fun. All right. You really should keep your clothes on during your parties, though. For most of us, anyway. Depends on your audience, I guess. But truly, have some fun with it. And your theme party makes it the top thing that they see is your theme, right? The theme of your party, what you're doing. And then they're going to say, oh, she sounds like a fun lady. I think I want to attend that party. Because guess what, guys? Nobody wants to attend a boring party. So don't be boring.
Right. Go ahead, Jen.
Question, because I signed up the end of October, so I'm really new, and I'm learning stacking the hostess. Never heard of that. There's lots of things you've shared, so thank you. My question is, when you're doing your Zoom, I know you mentioned earlier that you also have the nail bar going on Facebook. Are you playing games and stuff like Deal or No Deal or anything on your themed part of Facebook, or is most of it just your interactive here? Like, how do you mesh things? I don't know if I'm saying it right. I don't know how to phrase it. I don't know if you just show yourself and talk like you did because you're awesome at, you can sell poop in a jar. Just the way you flowed and the way you just,
girl.
you slip the things in, the subliminal things, you just slip them in. Even when they ask the questions, you were able to just fit things in. So do you just do the Zoom where they see you and you're fun and happy, or is there other things going on in the background that I don't know about and I don't understand because I'm new?
Great question.
Yeah, that is a really good question. And typically, okay, my Zoom party is, I'm going to say it's probably 45 minutes long because I want interaction with the guests, and that part takes a little while. It's not going to be a 10-minute thing. Right? It's going to be, this is a party, we're online together, but I want that interaction with the guests so that they're feeling like it's a party. Okay. They're not just feeling like they're being sold to, they're having interaction with their friends because that's what they're missing. That's why this Zoom option is such a good way to connect your lady friends who would have had a home party if they could have their friends over. Right? But this way, you can also do it from across the country. You can have people like we are right now. Your friends can be all across the United States. So that makes it a benefit. But I think the Facebook part of it is going to help what is the engagement up into the Zoom party. The Zoom is where you want to make sure you are layering all these little tips and tricks. And again, lots of experience coming your way right here, but it's truly what your comfort level is and what you can, I have a little outline, you guys, like this. And then like, here's my notes I took today to make sure I was, highlighting a few of the things that I just was like, I want to make sure I talk about this and that. Very duplicatable here. Jennifer, I am the least techie person perhaps on this screen right now, just saying. I know many of you have really great technical skills. I'm not, that's not my wheelhouse. So I love to keep it really simple and duplicatable. The posts that I use in a Facebook page are things I've stolen from other people's Facebook parties. If you go all the way back to Team Freedom and the original mock Facebook party, that's where my Zoom stuff comes from. That's where my Facebook Zoom things come from. And I know there's lots of places we can get our graphics if you're not a graphic creator. Okay. And then, yeah, you want interaction. You want them to tell you how they know the host. It's just like I asked you guys, what are you wearing? And I showed you that picture of my Bordeaux glitz with my wine glass. Make it about you so they get to know you a little bit, but also like show us what you're wearing on your nails right now. And how do you know the hostess? Share a GIF, a GIF of how you know the hostess, or tell us something about yourself. So there's a little interaction going on before the party and then afterwards too. And then of course you want to post a picture of your buy one, get one free, the sales offer, and then also about the sponsoring and recruiting offer that you want to make. So you keep it simple and not a lot. Mine are never long, lengthy parties.
Do your Zoom nail bars require that the participants also have Facebook?
No, they could just be on Zoom and not Facebook. Yeah, that's true. They don't have to be in the Zoom. Because if you're just sharing the Zoom link, then somebody could be here with the Zoom link and not have to be in the Facebook page. Yeah.
You think about a lot of the younger generation that doesn't do Facebook because Facebook is for old people, right? So they're doing Instagram and, and TikTok and all the things. So Zoom parties are something that they can do. Anybody
Right.
can do it if they have a phone or a computer.
Right.
Don't you have to have a license though? If the free is only 40 minutes long with Zoom?
The free is 40 minutes long, but if you wanted to purchase their subscription, I think it's $10 or $14.
It's $15 a month.
$15 a month.
Yeah.
And that will give you the ability to record unlimited number of people and unlimited time. So if you think about that as a business expense, because that's something that you can write off, $15 a month is a very affordable office space, if you will, for your parties. It's a really great platform.
Okay, so it's not embedded into Facebook at all the way we did it today. It was your separate Zoom account in
Yes.
which you sent it as well through Facebook. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Mary Kay, in April is when I did my first Zoom party, and it was also my birthday month. And I did a birthday party through Zoom long distance with my girlfriends because I'm like, I always celebrate life big time, and I couldn't do it this year. So I did a Zoom birthday party in April, and then I signed up for my account in April, and I can do my business and my personal life through Zoom right now, which has been a good option for me with my family and friends long distance. And then also business, like we could do this. And, I didn't like feeling like I had to rush and get it done in 40 minutes or they was going to kick me out. That, that's also, I didn't feel like that was how I wanted to run my Zoom, anything about Zoom. So I did bite the bullet. You can pay for Netflix or you can pay for Zoom, or if you can afford both, then great. But, for me, it was like, okay, I'm going to make this a business expense because I don't have a lot of business expenses. I'm not even driving anywhere for business. So that's a lot of saving lots of money, right? So you guys, it's been an hour almost. So we have had a fantastic training today. Shonda, this has been really good. I think all of us have learned a lot today.
Yeah, a couple more people with go ahead, Cheryl.
I just want to share that I in my group, in my VIP group, I did a room the other day. It's a Facebook room. It is very much like Zoom and it's free. So once you tackle, I know a lot of times for me, just to even do my first live, I was scared to death. And I recorded myself on a video several times till I felt like I got it right. And then when I first did it, it was like, oh, this is kind of sweet. And so then it was the same thing with the room. It was something different. I had to learn how to do it. We practiced and whatever, but I just want to let you guys know that you can use that feature A couple things I found out. You use it from your home page or your wall or whatever. Everyone sees it. If you create it and use it from a group that you created, only the group members see it. So it kind of depends on what audience you want to reach with it. So hopefully I really enjoyed it. I worked with just the gals in my little group the other day, and it was really cool. So
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else with a question?
If you don't mind, I do have a question about how you're going about this. It sounds like you might have two options. One is setting up Facebook and leading into this Zoom party the same way you would have led into a Facebook party. But are you ever doing these parties without the lead-in? And if you are, what does that look like? Because it seems like you might be missing some communicative information.
Angela, I haven't done it without it being a part of a Zoom event or
Okay.
group. Yeah.
A Facebook group, you
A
mean?
Facebook event.
I'm sorry. Yeah. A Facebook group. So I've done it with my VIP group where I was the hostess and did it with my VIPs. And then I've also done it through a hostess with her party guests. And I've always had the party guests coming from Facebook as the party.
I have done a Zoom party without doing it in Facebook. So where my hostess just text everybody a virtual invitation and the link, and that was fine too. So you can really make it happen. Wynn wants to know, Patty, do you play actual games during your Zoom parties?
No. Mm-mm.
So what you saw her do, Wynn, was she played Stack the Hostess and Nosy Question Game. So those are
Right, too.
games.
Yeah.
They don't feel like games. So it's a very subtle way of playing a game or making it visual, going back to that visual part to help people understand. And it romances bookings and it romances the business. So, okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for everything, Patty. This was amazing and
really quick.
awesome. Pardon?
Can I ask a question really quick before we go?
One more. Yeah.
Okay, so whenever you're doing your Zoom party, do you ever do anything like, say, I'm going to show you how to like make a drink or, something that's not like nail related? Do you ever do that? Since it's a party, you want to have like, say, food and drink or anything like that.
I
Do you
am
ever
so
do
glad you asked that question, Amber. Patty, I'm going to let you answer it.
So what I have done is we did it with mugs. The one I think about was it was a coffee and Color Street nail bar on a Thursday morning, and I said, you guys, everybody bring your favorite coffee mug so you can show us what your favorite coffee mug is, and then they had their favorite beverage, and we could discuss our beverages. But I've never done like a recipe kind of thing. I want to keep it short and sweet to their point of letting them have interaction together, and then yeah, Shonda.
Okay, and my answer to that is we're taking people's time. We want to make sure that we are promoting the things we sell. We don't sell recipes. And so a quick coffee mug, show us your mug, tell us what you're drinking. That's easy, but no, my mug. Tell us what you're drinking, but if you spend time on recipes or things like that, it takes too long and it bites into your very valuable time that you have to keep their attention. You honestly don't have their attention for more than about 20 minutes. So a 45-minute party is really more than enough because it gives them social interaction. Like Patty says, that's what people miss. They want social interaction. So do what's valuable and and really focus on what you sell. You want to make it very result oriented in that aspect. So I'm really glad you asked that, Amber. That was a great question.
This is Abby, but couldn't you post like hypothetically, like Patty said, bring your coffee mug. But again, you could say, this is the drink that we're going to have tonight at Sarah's party. She opted to make margaritas. So you guys can all make a margarita and join us at 7 o'clock on the Zoom link or whatever.
Absolutely. Because as a pre-party activity, awesome. Your 45-minute window or hour window that you take, keep it really focused. Keep it short, sweet, and simple. I love seeing all these babies up in here. This is awesome. But and make it productive. You don't want to waste their time. Not that it's wasting their time, but really spending your time building your business, because it is your time, and it's important as to what you're doing. 2 babies. Okay. All right, guys, we have taken enough time. I want to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you, Patty, for giving this really valuable training for us. It was awesome. Please feel free to hit us up with more questions if you have them on our Facebook feed. And I will be sending out this Zoom recording in an email to everybody. So it will go to those people that don't have Facebook. So, all
Happy New
right,
Year,
guys, thanks for joining.
Go
Thank
try,
you.
go try a Zoom party and let us know how it goes. Try a Zoom party, let us all know how it goes, okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to do one this week. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
Thanks,
Thank
Patty.
you
Thanks,
all.
Linda.
Bye, everybody.
Oh.